CTV News at 6 with Joe Perkins.
Good evening. Glad you could join us tonight. There are thousands of people on Vancouver Island, a little sore, a little worn out, and yet feeling pretty good. More than 11,000 people laced up their runners and hit the streets of Victoria today for the GoodLife Victoria Marathon. From world-class athletes to a 91-year-old that just won't quit, from politicians to a lawyer in a suit, there were the fit and the not so fit, and in the end there was the finish line, and behind that, a sea of smiles. Just before 9 a.m., more than 2,000 runners took off in the marquee marathon event, leading the pack, defending Victoria Marathon men's champion Thomas Omwenga of Kenya. Now, the big question was, could he do it again? In front of him, though, just over 5,000 runners competing in the half marathon. The half saw the largest group of participants this year, and the setting could not be more perfect. A frosty morning that quickly turned into a beautiful sunny day that saw thousands of spectators lining the streets of Victoria and Oak Bay in support. Family and friends lined the entire course, with the biggest turnout, of course, at the finish line, the front of the legislature. And then 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 40 seconds after he took off, Thomas Omwenga, the defending champion, was back. First across the line, just shy of his course record of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 33 seconds set last year.
My running was good. From the first K up to half marathon, I was feeling good. But after that, I had a crumble. I love Victoria. I love Victoria people. I like the coast too. Yeah. So, you know, last year when I came, I said I've been longing to come to Victoria to do a competition.
Women's 2004 champion Haley Jansen, a U.S. trialist from Portland, Oregon, claimed the top female spot in the marathon category, finishing with a time of 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 3 seconds. Port Moody's Natasha Fraser took first in the women's half marathon with a time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, 6 seconds. Rudo Kibbett, an Edmonton native, was the top male in the half. Leading the way in the kids category, Michael Barber. Then at the other end of the spectrum, the age spectrum that is, 91-year-old Ann Sandberg finishing the half marathon.
And how do you keep running?
I don't know, just keep training. Well, what's your diet? Lots of green stuff and lots of fruit.
All right.
And no meat, have fish instead.
All eyes were also on Adam Campbell. We told you his story last week. The Victoria lawyer chasing down the Guinness World Record for running the fastest marathon in a suit. A feat Campbell calls the world's fastest lawsuit. Campbell smashed the old record of 3 hours and 24 minutes, finishing with a time of, get this, 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds. Destroyed the old record. Also winning today, Chris Winter and Rachel Cliff, both from Vancouver. They won their respective 8-kilometer categories. Organizers say the day could not have been any better.
Being we're a destination event, everyone that's helping out is an ambassador to Victoria, and we really look forward to next year as well. But it's been great with all the participation with all our runners and walkers here today.
More than 10,000 Canadians registered today, with more than 9,000 of them from within the province. Nearly 800 runners came from Washington. There were 23 nations around the world represented in the race. To some political news now. BC Conservative Party leader John Cummins is sending out a stern warning to his party tonight: get in line or get out. The warning also comes with an ultimatum. Cummins told party dissidents they have 2 days to either get in line or resign their membership in the party. Last month, John Van Dongen, the party's only sitting MLA, resigned from the party after members voted against holding a leadership review. The dispute centered around Cummins' leadership style and his $4,000 a month salary. The push to oust Cummins, a former Conservative MP federally, was led by the party's vice president, Ben Besler. Cummins says any members who quit by his deadline will receive a refund of party membership fees and any donations they made in the past year. And an update now to a story we first told you about last night. Ozzy, that black cat who wandered back to his Langford home with a bolt from a crossbow sticking out of his neck. Well, we can tell you tonight, Ozzy is doing all right. He is home. Ozzy went missing last week, but wandered home yesterday looking like this. These photos were sent to us last night. After being taken to the vet, Ozzy is home and is expected to be okay. West Shore RCMP are investigating the incident and are asking anyone with any information to come forward. Now to the beef recall. The BC Centre for Disease Control is still waiting for test results of an ill patient on Vancouver Island that may be linked to the recent cross-Canada beef recall. If the tests come back positive, it would be BC's first E. coli case tied to the recall. So far, 3 fresh E. coli cases in Alberta and 2 in Quebec have brought the number of illnesses linked to Canada's beef scare to 10. In all, Alberta has 7 linked E. coli cases, and the 10th case involves a patient in Newfoundland. The recall of beef from the XL food plants in Brooks, Alberta, was expanded again yesterday with more meat products and stores added to the growing list.